you, Doctor. It is time once again, friends, for our visit with one of the stalwarts of daytime television, the late afternoon movie host, who brings you old films and sells everything and anything in sight. So please welcome that vivacious, energetic guy and former instructor who gave tall lessons to Sonny Buono, your host for today's Tea Time movie, your friend and his lovable Art Fern.
Feature film freaks, Art Fern here today with today's fabulous feature film find. Dean Jones, Buck Jones, Louis Stone, Fran Chattone, Tony Bennett, Joan Bennett, Max Sennett, and starring Morris, the Gentile cat, in Tarzan brings home a social disease. But first, friends, let me ask you this. Are you at one with yourself? Are you at one with the universe? If you are one, see your psychiatrist. You probably were frightened by your mother. But friends, if you're confused, troubled, and gullible, you're just the type for TM. Transcendental meditation, where we empty your heads and fill your hearts. Speaking of empty heads and full hearts, holy! Are you having trouble finding peace, matinee lady?
I'm not.
I'm hip. Has life left you completely flat?
The doctor said they were permanent.
Friends, are you tense and nervous? Do people think you're sitting on the edge of your seat because of an old war wound? When World War II broke out, did you come home and take it out on the dog? Is your love life confusing? Do you have trouble squeezing a roll of Charmin without getting emotionally involved?
I never get emotionally involved.
You can't get close enough. Is your mind, friend? Is your mind so cluttered with trash that you have to call the Department of Sanitation just to collect your thoughts? What you need, friends, is our course right here in Transcendental Meditation, the spiritual way to happiness that's easy to learn and hard to spell. Friends, enroll in Guru U, where we teach you the value of silence. When you ask for your money back, we tell you to shut up. Through Transcendental Meditation, we will take you to another world. We will take you to peace and serenity. We'll also take you to the cleaners. Friends, how do you get there, you ask? Well, come to our beautiful school in peaceful Gardena, right behind Bob's Big Boy. Take the Santa Ana Freeway to the Santa Monica Freeway. Take the Slauson cutoff, stop the car, cut off your Slauson, get back in the car. Get back in the car and contemplate what a painful thing you've done. Yes, friends, TM stands for Transcendental Meditation. If it stands for that, it'll stand for anything. Now you can learn to meditate, friends, and clean all those unwholesome thoughts from your brain.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'd just like to get a few things off my chest. Does that sound like a job for Transcendental Meditation?
That sounds like a job for Mean Joe Green. Friends, all you do is get into the lotus position.
That's one I missed.
I figure that. Now begin. Friends, begin by contemplating your navel and let your mind wander and drift until you don't have a thought left in your skull. When you've achieved this, you're ready to run for Congress. At Guru U, we'll put you in a trance without the use of drugs, hypnosis, or electronics, using our novel Trance Inducer. And if this doesn't put you to sleep, friends, this most certainly will. Give us your blank check and your blank mind, and we will do the rest.
I went into a trance once.
Let me know when you come out of it. At Guru U, you will learn the chant that makes the complete human being. Yin, 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 yang. Peace and harmony, love and serenity, a lot of sex, a little obscenity. Who could ask for anything more? Friends, Guru U is having a special for the first 100 people who enroll tonight. Look what you get, friends. A large navel to contemplate. You can have an innie or an outie, the belly button of your choice. And it comes complete with a ball of lint, of course. A pastrami sandwich to avoid hunger during meditation. Sit on this, friends. You're only supposed to go into trance for 20 minutes. If you stay in a trance overnight, we give you this turban with a rooster in it. No good. For those of you Friends, for those of you searching for real tranquility, we offer you this life-size Howard Cosell hostility doll. Friends, feels good.
I know something that feels good.
You're right on, matinee lady. Now back to our flick. Wallace Beery, Timothy Leary, Ralph Martiri, Blossom Dearie, Dear Abby, Abby Lane, and starring Bessie, the Wonder Barracuda, in Sam Goldwyn's Bimbos of 1936. Oh, we're back already. That was another film masterpiece. Jack Lemmon, Meadowlark Lemon, Betty Davis, Police Chief Davis, Ned Beatty, Warren Beatty, Clyde Beatty, Andy Clyde, and Wacko, the crazed woodpecker, in Tammy Turns Professional. But first, friends, let me ask you this question. Are you tired of staying at home on Saturday nights counting the socks in your drawer? Is the highlight of your week scraping mud off your shoes? Are you at a stay-at-home and never takes a vacation? Is the closest you've been to a foreign country the Italian box boy at Safeway who made eyes at you? Then it's time you took a charter vacation flight. Join our exclusive charter airline club, Crooks Tours. Friends, take the 21-day Crooks Tours around the world.
I'd love to go around the world.
Wouldn't take you 21 days either. Friends, get away from it all for a day, a week, a month on Fat Chance Airlines. Fly Fat Chance Airlines, it might be forever. On Crooks Tours, you'll fly to countries where the average tourist never visit, because most of the countries we fly to are at war. Want to go to the Far East? We have a package that only costs $34 for 2 weeks. How can we do it so cheap? Because we're a non-scheduled airline and we fly by night. As a matter of fact, our whole operation is fly by night. Here, friends, is a scale model of our plane, a DC 6 3/4. We fly on a wing and a prayer. We supply the wing, you bring the prayer.
Are there oxygen masks?
No, we leave the windows open, dear. But in case of a tailspin, a compartment above you will open and a rabbit's foot will drop down.
Are rabbit's feet lucky?
What?
Are rabbit's feet lucky?
Only if the rabbit lives. You'll fly, friends, 18 hours straight without a meal. We have provided a glass door in the cockpit so you can watch what the pilots eat, though.
I'd love to look into a cockpit.
I guess you would. Friends, hear me, friends. Hear me on our charter plane. Friends, listen to me. That's right, friends. On our charter plane, you fly cheaper than no frills. You fly no lavatory. Our passengers simply step into a giant baggie. And there are no seats. Our stewardesses nail your shoes to the floor. And what happens after you land? If you land, you have 2 weeks of adventure waiting you, friends. Our agent will hand you the keys to a brand new car, and while you're starting the car, our agent will distract the car's owner. You'll be staying in our specially selected hotels, price quoted based on double occupancy, you and the bellhop. Yes, friends, first to Hawaii. In Hawaii, our steward Raul will show you things you never dreamed could be done with a pineapple.
Raul gave me something in Hawaii.
Don't give it to me. In beautiful Hawaii. Friends, in beautiful Hawaii, you'll be met at the airport by a native girl in a grass skirt. If you slip her $20, she'll let you smoke it. You'll sample the native food, poi, which got its name when the first Hawaiian ate it and said, poi! Friends, you'll see Don Ho perform in person. And you'll get to ask him, hey, don't you know anything except Hawaiian wedding song? You'll get to meet Hawaiian men and ask them why they wear loud shirts. After this short stop in Hawaii, your plane taxis over to where they film Hawaii Five-0, refuels by squeezing oil from a clump of Jack Lord's hair. Then, friends, Fat Chance Airlines flies you on to its second stop, Japan. Japan. We don't care where we go, but Japan, the land where the sun rises and the daughters lie down. Friends, half the things in this country were made in Japan.
I wasn't made in Japan.
An oversight soon to be corrected. See the marvels, friends, of Japanese science. A transistor office building. You can buy a Samari sword like this. I was once offered $1,000 by a rabbi for this one. Then, friends, it's on to, yes, India. In India, you can watch 10 million people go to work in diapers. You can watch an Indian snake charmer. Yes, friends, an authentic Indian snake charmer. Hey, you rabbit, wrong trick.
Rabbits are my hobby.
The rabbits have a hobby that's your hobby. India, mysterious Calcutta and Bombay. Yes, friends, there'll be plenty of begging in the streets, and you'll be doing the begging. On our tours, we do not provide food. To give you the true feeling of India in your hotel room, you'll sleep on a bed of nails, or for $50 extra, a bed of Natasha, the girl who lives down the hall. Next, friends, Cook Tours wish you off to your last stop, beautiful Africa. Dark, mysterious Africa. On our flight, we have no movies, but our steward Raoul will act out an army training film.
I was in one of those.
I think I caught it. You'll land in an area where tourists rarely visit because there are no airports. The plane circles the jungle and drops you in a clearing. Deepest Africa, where you'll hear authentic African sounds of birds singing, brooks bubbling, and tourists getting gored by a rhinoceros. And loving it. Then a trip to a small village where you'll play crack the whip with 50 pygmies. After, friends, you will be shown the art of using a blowgun.
Oh, so that's what a blowgun is.
Friends, now we'd like to show you one of our club members who recently returned from Africa. The poor devil made the mistake of telling a band of pygmies they look like Mickey Rooney's ex-wives. This man is now Howard Johnson's flavor of the week, wrinkled raisin. During your tour of Africa, friends, you will be given your own pith helmet, which will protect you from coconuts, rude monkeys, and tourists committing suicide by jumping out of trees. When your plane returns to Los Angeles, your guide will tell you when it's safe to remove your helmets. He'll say, "Okay, everyone, piths off." So stop. So stop by the local office where we make it easy for you to go away. Got no passport? We don't care. Got no luggage? We don't care. Don't expect to pay us? That's when we care. Crooks Tours, drive 4 miles to our giant revolving neon trousers with a hand reaching into the back pocket.
I just love to travel.
Here's my key to the camper, friends. Now back to our flick. Aldo Ray, Martha Ray, Ina Ray Hutton, Jim Hutton, E.E. Hutton, Red Buttons, and Amazo and his trained intestine. In the day President Taft set on Philadelphia. Bye now.